Hey, welcome back to the print house, guys. I'm doing a series of videos called Corel Tricks and Tips, and I'm going to list these under my channel under playlist for Corel Tricks and Tips. So, from time to time, I get people ask me questions on how to do things, and that's super cool. I love getting questions and asking how to. So, I'm a commercial sign designer by trade. That's what I do. I design signs and whatnot. So, commercial signs, large pylons, stuff like that. So you're in a situation where you get a customer and you do, let's say you just do vinyl lettering, addresses, uh, window decals, stuff like that. A customer sends you a photo. It's a random photo. So I'm going to go ahead and just bring in a photo that I have. It's a random photo. Drag it to my desktop. Okay. So here we got a storefront. Let's say you have a customer that says, hey, I want to mimic this sign. Or I want the same size roughly of this sign. Can you tell me how much it'll cost? So I'm like, okay, I brought this photo in, customer sent it to me. He didn't give me any measurements. You can see this photo is 157 by 214. And again, it doesn't matter. You could drag, you can make it smaller, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to mess with the scaling. Right now we're in 1/4 inch by 1 foot, but it doesn't really matter, okay? If your photo is really small, you can change your scaling to make the photo larger because that helps if your photo is larger. All right, so we try to zoom in. Well, I want it to fit so you can see it. All right, so there's the photo, right? So we need to get the size of these windows or a rough estimate of these windows and this door. So you can pick out different attributes in the photo, like these bricks. These are 3 by 11, usually standard bricks. You can usually use those, measure up. If the photo is nice and straight on, this is a pretty decent photo. There's a real small perspective on it, but not too much. So generally, doors are 84 inches, so 7 foot. I'm going to go ahead and use this door as my scaling point, okay? Now, if you did this survey yourself and took this photo, you could bring out tape measures, you can bring out yardsticks, and you can lean them up on the wall, and then you can scale off that. It'll help you. So like if this is a 6 foot ladder, then you can base it off of that. Usually, if I have a customer that wants something, I'll tell them, measure one thing in the photo, like measure this little box here on the front, or the door, or the window, just the width and the height of this window. That's all you need. If they give you nothing because they don't have anything, well, here you go. So go to your rectangle tool. Do it in this order as I do it. It's very important, okay? It's a very quick scaling way to scale. Very, very quick. Your rectangle tool, I'm going to use the door, like I said. I'm going to draw a box over the door, roughly the size of the door that's shown in the photo. It says the door is only 65 inches. Obviously, we know that's wrong, so we need to scale. So I drew the box. I'm going to make that box yellow. Okay, so now, while the box is highlighted, hold your shift key, right? Hold your shift key in. Now go to the right corner of that box, and now you're going to hit your left mouse button, hold it in the same time. Now you're going to drag it 84 inches. Because we're using the door, that's what I'm going to use. Let go of the mouse button, left go shift. Now that box is 84 inches. Now immediately after that, select the photo behind it. Okay, now that photo is selected. Press and hold your control button, and then hit the letter R. So you see what happened? It just scaled the photo. So you just scale a photo, quickest, simplest way you can ever do that. And you can see that door, 84 inches matches here. Now, of course, it could be off a few inches, but you're just getting the ballpark what you need. All right. So now, like if the address, if the customer says, "Oh, I need an address up in this window," you make me 8-inch letters. Okay. So let's put address up here. Let's do 2323 from Michael Jordan. All right. So I'm going to lay these out in here, make them white. I'm going to make these letters 8 inches. Okay, now that you get kind of an estimate on how they'll look on that window. Now I'm going to just add a little bit of a drop shadow just to give it a little bit of an effect on that window so they could see it. So let's go ahead and let's make it black. Subtract here. Okay, so there you go. So now you can kind of see the address on the window there. That's 8 inches. Okay. Delete the door. So you can send that back. Now, if they wanted, maybe they wanted you to replicate that sign. So now you have the picture of that sign, right? So roughly, the sign's roughly 32 inches by 32, close to that, 33. Again, this is just an estimate. you can get your square footage now. But right now, I'm going to convert that box to curves, and I'm going to use my macro for my measurement. You can't see this because it's a dialog. I'm going to tell you what that is. So now that's 7.3 square foot by using my macro for my dimension for my get area. Okay. So then you could just take a picture of that, send it back to your customer. It says, here's what your letters, your letters will look like, or your sign. And this is my cost, and the photo is scaled, and you're all set. So if you start designing anything for this window, you're all set. You can do that. So if you just want to get rid of that sign, you can even just do something like this. Draw a box, intersect it. I'm going to do a lot of videos that show you how to do things, okay? That's it. Real simple stuff, guys. Well, the video series I'm going to do is going to do a lot of different things, tricks and tips on using Corel. I'm going to try to make them short, but this video was about scaling a photo so you can do rendering layouts. So I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, appreciate a thumbs up, and subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bar. So as soon as I start uploading more of these Corel videos, I'm going to put them in my Corel playlist on my channel, and you'll always have access to them to go back to figure out how I did something. I'm going to do a lot of videos on a lot of, well, hopefully short videos, tricks and tips. So thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye-bye.